Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, and I hope you are ready to flex on some fish, because today we are talking about gold dive watches. We're doing something a little bit different with this video, or at least I am. I couldn't help but notice that our inventory had an incredible abundance of gold dive watches, more than I could even get into here. But I was just so fascinated by them that I really wanted to select 3 of my favorites in different metals and kind of show you some of the really neat stuff that we have in inventory right now that is probably not going to stick around long. First of all, we have 3 watches, 3 different brands, 3 different types of metals. The one thing that really sort of binds them all together is the fact that they are all dive watches in precious metal. I think this is a pretty popular thing, and it's getting more popular now when you consider that, look, just to be transparent with you, nobody's really diving in these watches. So of course, these are really elegant sport watches that are now available in precious metals, where in many cases they weren't before, because of the way people are using these watches now. These aren't truly used as tool watches the way they maybe used to be. So now you get to have a little bit more flair. You get to be a little bit more adventurous with the design and with the fashion when it comes to your dive watches. And these are 3 great examples of that. So we'll start with the first one in 18 karat yellow gold. This is a Patek Philippe Aquanaut. This is a little awkward place to start, but it is keeping in what I said earlier about these, not really being tool watches like they used to. How much of a dive watch really is the Aquanaut? It doesn't really have a traditional diving bezel. This particular model is on a leather strap, so you wouldn't be diving with it as it stands right now, but it is still an incredible looking watch and one of the most popular and desirable models on the market at any age or any reference. People want to get their hands on an Aquanaut, and a lot of times they just can't. Particularly this incredible one, because I checked, Patek is currently not making this in 18 karat yellow gold. You can get a white or a rose gold model, but if you want your Aquanaut in yellow gold, you're going to either need to go pre-owned or sit around and wait for Patek to introduce a new one, and I could not even tell you how long that'll be. This is going to be the most traditional out of all the 3, though, as far as like watch sizing. It's a 36mm case, which could be expected. Patek is not known for making incredibly large watches, and one thing you can't help but notice is the case thickness. It is so remarkably thin for a dive watch, and at first glance you wouldn't even think that it was, but that is of course a testament to Patek's watchmaking prowess, and I don't really know if any of the other brands I'm going to talk about now could really fit a diving movement in such a case size. Otherwise, very traditional on the dial. Again, Patek is a very traditional type of company, and you're going to have a very elegant, classic type of sports watch with this. It's just got gold Roman numerals with a luminous marker and a date window at 3 o'clock. Very subtle, very understated, not going to be anything too crazy with this. Some of the newer Aquanaut models, and some of which we even have in stock right now, have some more crazy complications and some really interesting dial designs, but those are all in stainless steel, so they're not appropriate for this video, but they are incredible and you should check them out. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but this is a beautiful one. This does have an original Patek leather strap on it, which wouldn't be diving appropriate, but does look very elegant next to this yellow gold. And of course, you've got this beautiful 18 karat deploy on with the sort of Patek emblem here on the back, which of course looks incredible. Moving on to the next one. This is probably the one that inspired me to want to do this video, and this is also, I believe, the heaviest watch that SwissWatchExpo has ever had in its inventory. And this is a massive 46mm, 18 karat rose gold Omega Planet Ocean. This is going to be pretty striking. And this is also going to be the most traditional dive watch out of all of them. If you take away the rose gold, this is very much a very capable diving watch. It's a 600-meter water resistance, as you would expect from a Planet Ocean. So this is one that has been tested and can do all the things that a Planet Ocean can do. I just really want to stress to you that I don't want you to do that. So if you buy this watch, please, please, please do not even take it snorkeling. You need to take care of this beautiful thing. It is still an absolute monster, though. At 45.5mm, it's the biggest case, I think, of any dive watch we have in our inventory right now. And it has a full 18 karat rose gold bracelet. This thing, when you get it, you are going to want to alternate the hands you wear it on, or else one of your biceps is going to be way bigger than the other by like the end of the month. This is an incredible watch. It does have its full set of box and cards, including this lovely box that we are placing these watches atop right now. So we do have the boxes for the other two, but this is the actual box that goes with this Omega Omega. This is a slightly older model. It's a 2500 2500 caliber movement, but it is a coaxial, so this is still a very modern movement, just one of the earlier generations of it, and it is in absolutely flawless condition. Doesn't look like it's been worn at all. The original owner is clearly taking my advice and not doing anything too rigorous in this watch. Like I wouldn't recommend you do either. You still get this in incredible condition. The diving, you still do get the luminous markers, which will be appropriate for diving. You do get the traditional, date window at 3 o'clock, the 6, 9, and 12 on the dial in Arabic. So this is still very much a traditional type of modern sporting watch, but in 18 karat rose gold, which makes it absolutely incredible. And then the last one. I saved this one for last because it is definitely the most impressive piece. You are going to blind a shark if you take this under the water with this beautiful white gold Smurf Submariner with a factory diamond dial. We also have this without the factory diamond dial if this is a little too much for you, but I could not pass up the opportunity to show this to you on this video. For those of you not familiar with the Smurf, this is the blue dial on blue bezel, which is only available in white gold or the two-tone. But if you see this, this is not a stainless steel. It is only going to be in precious metal if you see this color dial on this color bracelet and case. This is a Rolex factory dial. I don't really know if I've seen too many people try to customize their Submariners like this, but it is absolutely incredible. Not quite subtle, although I would say white gold is going to be the most subtle out of all of these metals, but that kind of goes out the window when you talk about this factory diamond dial. So this is great for, again, as popular as the Submariner is, so many people buy this from us, we can't even keep them on the shelves. I never hear anybody talk about their upcoming Caribbean deep sea diving vacation that they're going to use this Submariner for. And that's got to be the case for this. Again, mint condition, does not look like it's been worn at all. This is going to be the cornerstone of any watch collection it ends up in, and it is also by far the most expensive out of all the three of them that I am showing you right now. Other than that, everything you would know and love about the Submariner, although with 18 karat white gold, much like this Planet Ocean, it's a heck of a lot heavier than the ones that I'm used to carrying. Rolex doesn't really do anything wild when it comes to exhibition case backs, so you are going to get the traditional oyster band with the glide lock clasp, everything you would expect from a modern 6-digit reference Submariner, but of course in a stunning, flawless looking 18 karat gold finish and a factory diamond dial, which is going to make it a very unique Submariner. For, I don't care how many of your friends own subs or if you're a part of a Rolex fan club, I highly doubt you are going to run into someone who is holding this piece. So if you really want to take your dive watch game up to the next level, this is the one you need to consider. It's an incredible looking Rolex, and really the second it came into the inventory, I just knew I was going to show it to you on this camera. This is obviously not going to be for everyone. Not everyone is as ostentatious as to really want a dive watch of not only the size of a modern sport watch, but in the full precious metal, particularly with the bracelet on this Planet Ocean here. But of course, we've got a variety of pieces. If you're looking for dive watches, we've got your traditional ones, we've got crazy ones, we've even got wilder ones with this, with crazy complicated movements from a variety of brands and finishes and metals, and you name it. So if you've been liking and subscribing to the channel like I hope you have, you probably already know that, but if you're new to the party, hit a like, subscribe to the channel, and give us a call at SwissWatchExpo.com.